YouTube, welcome back. When I say welcome back, welcome to a new video is what I wanted to say. This video is about a lovely little thing called censorship and freedom and other contradictive words to that effect. It has come to my attention that by certain people on YouTube's videos, it's come to my attention that there's a new bill being considered in America called Bill S.978. Now, I read the preliminary bollocks about this bill, and my basic grasp of it, because I'm not into all this legal bollocks, my basic grasp of it is that basically if you upload a video which contains any content that is copyrighted whatsoever, whether it be a piece of music, a video, a game, or, you know, fuck it, you've got a can of Coke in your hand, basically, basically any copyrighted material at all, if you upload anything like that, you could go to prison for 5 years. Now, I don't know whether I've actually uploaded a video previously or not about YouTube's copyright school. I'm sure I might have done, and I mentioned that we can't use music in videos. What's next? Are they going to start blasting gaming videos? And fucking hell, I was right. So of course the next step after blocking all gaming videos, which will cause half of the YouTube community to disappear overnight, because no one will want to go to prison for 5 years, so every fucking person who has a gaming video on YouTube will delete it overnight. Once this bill gets passed, it's like, oh my god, this bill has been passed, I've got to delete all my videos. The whole of YouTube, including like people who sing cover versions of songs, basically anyone who creates content that isn't their own creation, like everyone except bloggers and that sort of thing, they'll all disappear, because you don't want to go to prison for 5 years, do you? Or any number of years, really. I mean, I don't want to go to prison for 5 years. Imagine you have to do it 5 years based on each video that infringes. Fuck it, imagine if they did it 1 year based on each video and it infringes. I'll be in prison for at least 100 years. I'll be fucking dead before I get out. So everyone will just delete all the videos. So YouTube will become absolute bollocks. Most other websites that have videos on, like GameAnyone.com, that would be blitzed as well. There'd be nothing on it. And then what's next? They're going to start coming onto Facebook and Mockaspace and MySpace and Bebo and Twitter, telling us that we can't say this about that celebrity, or that we can't assume that this person is gay, or we can't say this because it could be deemed sexually, inappropriate, or we can't tell this joke because it might be considered racist, or you can't say this word, you can't say that word, you're not allowed to say the word bollocks, you're not allowed to use the word knob in the wrong context, you're not allowed to say fuck twice in the same fucking sentence. I just breached that one right there. I mean, where's it all going to end? And the whole thing is just getting fucking ridiculous, isn't it? When people start going onto the internet and saying you can't upload this and you can't upload that and you can't put this in your video and you can't put that in your video and you can't do this in your video and you can't do that in your video and you can't make stupid faces in your video. I mean, what's next? You can't jump up and down in your video. They're going to start just being a bunch of arseholes about it. You can't spin round in a circle in your videos. You can't talk about President Barack Obama being a dickhead in your videos. You can't talk about being an atheist in your videos. You can't say that God is a load of bollocks in your videos because it could be against people who are religious. You can't say that Islam is a bag of wank because you might piss off the Islams, even though they might not be watching YouTube anyway. I mean, basically, the whole thing is just utterly ridiculous. And what's even more utterly ridiculous than that, I mean, there's something worse than that, it's China's view on the internet. Now, we all know that China produces some high quality porn. Yeah, I'll be the first one to admit it. I've watched quite a lot of Chinese porn. As well as like Japanese porn, you know, Korean porn, Czech porn, English porn, American porn, German porn, French porn. I mean, porn is porn, isn't it? Really, when you're talking about it. You know, it's just something you watch and you occasionally masturbate over. Ooh, gotta be careful, can't say the word masturbate anymore. It's getting that way, isn't it? The China produces quite a lot of high quality porn. And they also have quite a lot of high quality websites, which do not include porn, you know. I can't think of any off the top of my head. But yeah, China have contributed a lot to the internet community, right? And in fact, I have a couple of people who I talk to on MSN who are Chinese. But China's attitude to the internet is becoming more and more less. Basically, is that they block websites at will. The Chinese government, whoever controls China, you know, like we have the king, well actually our government runs the country, not the queen. But yeah, whoever runs China, they decide, oh well, we're not going to let our citizens throughout our entire country go on YouTube. For some reason, they just decide not going to let people go on YouTube, which they have done. Chinese people cannot go onto YouTube.com. Why not? I mean, there are far worse things on the internet for a person to view, child pornography, than YouTube. I think YouTube is a pretty tame website compared to most. It's basically just a video sharing community like this, you know, where you can get together, you can talk about things, you can watch a few videos about people playing games or whatever, you know, people talk about what the weather's like, people talk about anything at all, really. People talk about random bollocks down the gallery. I fulfil the architecture of the internet. But, you know, the Chinese ruling bodies just suddenly decided, nah, not gonna let our people go on YouTube anymore. So now my Chinese friends, who I talk to on MSN, can't go onto YouTube and view my new videos. So my Chinese friends will not be able to come on to YouTube now and view this video, even though I've said that I have Chinese friends. And it's getting worse. They just block websites at random. Apparently my Chinese friend recently told me that she can no longer access Facebook. I don't know whether this is just a local thing for like her particular part of China, or whether it's the whole of China. But her in particular, she cannot access Facebook. So her Facebook account is now useless because she cannot get onto it. And she's also reported to me that she also cannot access a number of other websites because the Chinese ruling bodies have suddenly decided that Chinese people can't go on them. And it's not just Chinese people that can't go on them. It's like if I went to China, you know, I can't go on it either. I can't go to China, record a video about Chinese people and the Chinese culture, you know, do like a My Journeys in China, and then upload it straight onto a Chinese internet server, straight onto YouTube, because YouTube's blocked. I can't do it. And you know, the whole idea is just bloody stupid. I mean, what's China's big problem with YouTube and Facebook and other websites of that kind? I mean, what's next? Are they going to block Google because it's related to YouTube? Are they going to block MetaCafe? Are they now going to start blocking MSN and like Yahoo Messenger and Skype and stop the entire Chinese community from communicating with the rest of the fucking world. They're just gonna isolate themselves off in their little area, and it's like no one can come in, and then it'll be like you know, border control. You know, no white people, no black people, no Jewish people. Only Chinese people can enter and leave China. No, Chinese people can't leave China. But all you other people that aren't Chinese, you get the fuck out of China. They'll be like that soon, I tell you. And you know, this bill S.978, it's basically going to make America like that as well. You know, they're going to become a bunch of twats, basically. I mean, I'm not disrespecting Americans. I have a lot of American friends, especially on YouTube and Facebook. You know, Scotch82 and Cuball CC7 are two brilliant examples of really nice people you can meet on the internet who become really, really, really good friends. And yeah, you have a laugh about certain shit, and you know, talk about games and whatever, like you do with most friends over the internet, you know. Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with the American people. It's just like whoever's come up with this entire idea of, you know, let's block you from doing this, let's block you from doing that. It's their fault, you know, and it's them people that's going to get you pissed off at the rest of America, because you're going to think, oh well, it was an American that did it. Then you're going to think, oh, all Americans must be like that, and that's it. Yeah, we'll all start hating America then. I think it's just daft. And I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube talk about how this Bill 978 is a bad fucking idea. And I have to say, I completely agree. It is a bad fucking idea. And if President Barack Obama, you know, approves it, or whoever it is that has to approve it approves it, then I think the American people should rise up and shoot the fucker in the head. Because I bloody would. Especially if they decide to do something like that over here. God, I would be well pissed off. I would be inciting a fucking riot. So yeah, you know, let me hear your thoughts on this Bill 978. And I'll see you again in another video.